Okay, the weekly update. Your PSA should be completed by tomorrow, and today is Sunday, March 25th. I'm looking at the PSA student work so far, and I know many of you still have to post. You might want to look at some of these examples. They're all a little bit different. I think Carrie's is a good example. Some of them have titles, which are good. You don't need a title, but make sure you have a credit page. Make sure you insert video if you haven't done your PSAs already. But going back to the weekly update, once you're done with that by tomorrow night, this week I really want you to concentrate on three things. Now that you have already done checkpoint 1 and everybody has a really good start to their final projects, I want you to consider your practicum placement as related to this course. In the discussion area of D2L, I want you to respond to this question. Reflect on your ongoing adolescent literature project. Try to make connections between your novel and one of the digital activities you are creating for your wiki related to this class. How would you see your project occurring within your current placement if this were your class? How could you implement some of these activities? What would be the curricular advantages? What would be the limitations? How would middle school student learning be impacted through a new literacies approach to teaching adolescent literature? Let's assume that you have technology available, because I know some of the classrooms are limited, but let's say in your practicum placement you do at least have access to a computer lab or some technologies. So try to answer that question in D2L in the discussion area. 2, your reading this week is about the conventions used in Graphica. And it's really, really interesting. I would like you to read that. And then 3, within your blog, beside any other blog prompt, I want you to begin a conversation on your own about the graphic novel format. Talk about what you're reading this week, the Thompson chapter, and also I want you to search for other graphic novels that you think might be more age appropriate for middle school and provide reviews or links to these books or websites that are educational that use graphic novels in middle schools. And I would like you to post these links within your blog and introduce them to your blog buddies so that we're bringing in your own ideas into the blog and not just answering to the prompt. So as we look at the weekly update, as we look at the weekly update here, we are in Graphica here. And your blog buddy response is, what are the advantages of using graphic novels in the adolescent classroom? What might be problematic? I also want you to look at the questions that I am posing on this update too, all right? So these are the things that you're reading this week here. I'm sorry, in what ways would your evolving final adolescent literature project impact student learning? But I want us to get a head start on thinking about graphic novels. So use the update questions that I gave you right here to keep going with your blog. All right. So as we continue, remember that you're going to be looking at checkpoint 2 not too far down the road. So make sure to keep working on your final projects, which are fantastic. And next week, we will be talking about censorship in adolescent literature and the graphic novel in particular. And I know you all read Fun Home, and it was a little bit shocking. So that was because that was originally intended to be for a censorship discussion. Now, within your syllabus, and the syllabus is posted right here on the wiki, there is Great Graphic Novels for Teens, Teen Reads, the Michael J. Prince Award for Excellence in Adolescent Literature, and you can find many ideas in here to talk about when we're talking about graphic novels. So don't be afraid to explore all of the possibilities in your blog. And I'm still looking at your blogs and grading them slowly, but I've been looking at your PSAs and really been happy with what I'm seeing. So you're just doing a great job, and I look forward to seeing your work.